Hi, I'm Adrienne Doring, and I've been a Kansas City, Missouri resident for almost 7 years. I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about redistricting, which is something that has seemed very complex to me, and I want to just make it simple for those of us who are very busy. Um, Basically, what redistricting is every time there's a census, we have to redraw the boundaries based on population. This happens every 10 years, but there hasn't been enough population shift in Missouri for these lines to be redrawn for actually 30 years. So it's probably going to be another 30 years before this happens again. So, as a wife and a mom to a little girl and another baby on the way, I've been thinking about, okay, what's our world going to look like when they are 30 years old and they have their own children, perhaps. Um, well, Missouri, our population increase did not keep up with the rest of the US, so we lost a seat. So we're already going to have a little bit less of a voice in Congress. And it is just one um, seat that we're talking about in particular today here for Kansas City, but it is one seat, it is one voice, and we really need to influence the culture as much as we can. And for me, that means getting people in there that share my values. Um, right now, we have Congressman Cleaver in office who is pro abortion and pro gay marriage. Um, I fear that somebody like State Senator Jolie Justice might take his place one day. And she herself is a married lesbian. She got married up in Des Moines a few years ago. And she has been one of the people that is honored by Planned Parenthood and by NARAL for her very pro abortion voting record. So, this is a pro life issue, and it's very important that you take action. Basically, what people want to do is redraw the Kansas City district so that it shuts out eastern Jackson County, which tends to be more conservative. So, a lot of those suburbs will not be part of the 5th district anymore. Um, that doesn't make sense because as Jackson County, we share a lot of the same concerns and transportation systems. We're connected by a common economy and culture. So it makes sense that all of Jackson County would be lumped together. But that's not the way things are headed right now, which is why you need to get involved. If the way things are headed, they're trying to just keep the urban core, the 5th district, and that will basically solidify that it will be a Democratic um, congressperson for the next 30 years. We'll have somebody like Congressman Cleaver until he retires. We'll have him, and then when he decides to let go of his seat, we'll have somebody like him. So that's really disappointing. Um, Basically, I just want everyone to realize this affects you. Who, if you're a Missouri resident or ever think you might end up being one, it's going to affect you. Um, so I just really hope that you all consider going to this meeting on Friday at UMKC. It's at the Student Union in room 106, March 11th from 12:30 p.m. to 2 o'clock p.m. And it's no mistake, it's no accident. I mean that most people have no idea that this meeting is taking place. There's a lot of lack of knowledge. Things are moving very quickly, and if we want our voice to be heard, we gotta speak up fast. You don't have to know everything. I will be the first to admit that I know very little about the grand scheme of how all of this works. I just know that a good thing for any district is that it is a competitive district. That just in case that congressperson is screwing up or not representing our values, there is a fighting chance for somebody else to be elected in their place. If it's not a competitive district, they can just get lazy. They don't need to listen to their constituents. They don't have to bother campaigning. They're just safe. So anyway, I don't have a lot of time, so I'm sorry that this whole video is discombobulated, but for me, I've been seeing a lot of these emails flying around, and they've been very hard for me to understand. So this is my attempt to make something that's very complex a little bit more simple. Basically, you need to go to the meeting on Friday if you live in Kansas City, and every Missouri resident needs to send a quick email or call your state senator or state representative. And I will post a sample message that you can just copy and paste and shoot to them in the description section of this YouTube video. So thank you for your 5.5 minutes, and God bless you, and have a great day. Bye-bye.